Business owners, what's one of the best kept secrets inside of what we call an executive bonus plan? Well, ladies and gents, just here to drop a few cents. You're here with Earl, the money coach. And if you're a business owner and you've never heard of an executive bonus plan using life insurance, well, you're about to learn one of the best kept secrets when it comes to executive compensation. And honestly, it's simple, straightforward. It's a way to retain and reward top talent without having to give away any equity. And folks, that is huge. So the question really is, what is an executive bonus plan? Well, very simple. An executive bonus plan is where you, the business, you're giving your key employees a bonus. But instead of just handing them out, cash or something like that, you want to be able to use a bonus with a life insurance policy to their name, meaning that number one, they get to own the policy. Number two, they choose the beneficiaries. And number three, they get access to long-term financial benefits. While you, as a business owner, you're getting the tax deduction. You're able to write that bad boy off. But the question is, why do we use life insurance? Well, it's very simple because when you use permanent life insurance, like a whole life or the index universal life, it's going to build cash over time. So that means, very simple, folks, that the money that the executive has, they could use it later, kind of like a private retirement fund. And then when they pass, guess what? Their family, they get all those tax-free benefits. And this is huge. So right now, the 2025 recording this video, more than half of mid-sized businesses, they're starting to use these kind of plans, folks. This is huge. And we're talking about companies putting in from $25,000 to $150,000 per year per executive, writing it off. And you literally could get about 37 to 41 cents back on every dollar that you're spending on taxes. That's huge. So why do business owners love it? I'm going to break it down very simple. Number one, you're the business owner, you get a tax deduction on the bonus. Plain and simple. You're saving on money there. You don't have to offer stock or equity, so you don't have to worry about that. You get to choose who gets it, so you don't need to offer it to everybody, all right? There's no IRS, there's no government filing needed, none of that. And if and when you want to add a vesting period, you can use that to keep people longer, kind of like an incentive. So why do the executives love it? Like your key employees, your key executives, why do they love it? Plain and simple. One, they get ownership. You're giving them a bonus every year. They're getting ownership. They're getting the policy, and it gets to build cash value over time. So that means you could borrow down the road for their future, okay? They get to borrow the money. They get the death benefit. They get the money tax-free. And then when they leave the company, here's key. When they leave the company, the executive can keep the policy. Now, that's huge. Now, obviously, there's downsides. No plan's perfect. So let me break it down to the bad side. The executive has to pay the bonus, okay? Unless you give them a double bonus or if there's no vesting restriction, meaning you get $50,000 to an executive, they have to pay that bonus as it's added on as income, unless you're doing a double bonus as the owner and you're taking care of all that as well. But if you structure it properly, you could avoid most of those issues. So it does need to be structured correctly. So how do you set it up? It's very simple. Number one, pick a key person, pick a key employee. Then you want to choose what kind of permanent life insurance you use, either whole life or IULs. Then you decide if it's a single bonus or if you're going to pay the double bonus. And then you could add a vesting period if you want to keep a clause, and then let them apply, let them own the policy. You pay the premiums, you pay the bonus, and that's it. So it's very simple using life insurance. So that's why we say life insurance is a secret weapon behind some of these executive bonus plans. It's going to help you attract, it's going to help you reward and retain your top people. All right. It's going to build wealth for them. You're giving them a bonus and a way they could build wealth. That's huge. It's smart for taxation. All these kind of things where, like I said, you can save 37 up to 41 cents on the dollar taxation. We're talking about almost writing off 50% of your taxes. That is huge, folks. So that's why we say using life insurance for executives as a bonus is a good way to retain them. Because you say, hey, I love what you're doing. I want to keep you around. Here's $25,000 a year as a bonus. And that $25,000 a year is growing at 6, 7, 8%. So down the road, they have 15, 20, 25 years down the road. that money you put in has doubled, tripled, sometimes even quadrupled because you got compound interest. You're not worrying about market crashes. So, folks, it's the secret weapon for a lot of business owners, using cash value from life insurance to double it as a retainer and a tax deduction. So if you want more information, make sure you guys like, follow, and subscribe. You can schedule a consultation. We can sit down and see if it's good for your business. It could be used for one employee, multiple employees, multiple executives. And here's the key: you could even use it for yourself. I'll see you in the next video.